could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
What's that building up there? Wonder if I'll get to visit it.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Who the hell would be out there on Cauldron Lake at this... with all this crazy crap happening?
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Wait! That you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here!
Who the hell was that?
I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't
Lady.
have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? They got a writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
Is that CW he's talking about? Well, sounds like he's dead. Well, if they don't actually have her, then where is she? She did call me. But I doubt that was actually her. It either wasn't her, or it was her taken over by the darkness. I don't know. End of episode 3. Skip.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're You lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Oh, I thought this was the Bird Lake cabin on Cauldron Lake for a second. Because of the typewriter. What, is this here for me to write? I don't think so, Dr. Hartman.
Good
Who are
evening,
you?
Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Sure. Now, where can I find a shiv to shove in his eye? He does have such a douchebag presence about him, doesn't he? Creative flow is groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, and the flow explained in his own words. Night Springs is a video game. Made by Remedy. You mean... Alan Wake. The hell are those? Some sort of candy, it looks like. Night Springs, the video game. Death Rally. I don't know what the hell that is. Is that a real game? What the hell is that? Some sort of a board game, I guess? I mean, they make games that don't work on the computer? What? Seems like foul sorcery. Is this like sketches about Alan Wake? Because I see a flashlight. Alright, let's go.
Corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
I'm gonna go everywhere else first. Did he lock that behind me? He did. That's a very stern bear.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I have to admit, that makes sense.
Another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's
They could be
all in
true.
your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
That's not what being a skeptic is, but okay. What does this say? It does certainly make more sense than everything I've been experiencing. But if you were the darkness or influenced by the darkness, that's exactly what you would say. Which is something that can never be proven, and that's the sort of thinking that goes into conspiracy theories. Every bit of evidence against a conspiracy theory is just more evidence that someone's trying to cover up the conspiracy theory. So, I don't believe either explanation until I know for sure. Why do you walk with your hands like that? What are you doing with your hands?
Never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
What is that?
Seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
It's not a storm. It's the darkness.
Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were
Okay, I'm going there then.
impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, so you like killing stuff and putting trophies of the stuff you killed up on your wall. You're so cool.
Scary, scary.
What the hell was that?